In the past, I've always talked about the idea of constant and never-ending improvement. And in the news lately, there's been the unfortunate death of Scott Adams. And, everybody I think likes and knows about Dilbert. But one of the things you may or may not know is he wrote a book called How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Succeed. And in there, he talks about constant and never ending improvement and iterating constantly about how to change your life. And in there, he talks about the difference between systems and goals. And that is something that's near and dear to my heart. That's part of my whole philosophy of getting things done using the David Allen thing, incorporating 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And it's helped me in a productivity journey, if you will, to make sure that I get the right things done, that I'm doing the right things and accomplishing what I want to accomplish. So I want to break down the very brief 5 points of systems versus goals. The overriding theme is constant and never-ending improvement, so that you're always iterating, you're always seeing what the feedback is and improving upon it. So first, the difference between having systems and working on systems versus working on goals is goals can leave you unsatisfied once you reach them. If you have a goal, I'm going to, get down to 175 pounds. And then you get there and you're like, okay, I'm 175 pounds. Now what? Whereas systems will constantly keep you engaged. Okay, not only am I going to hit 175, I'm also going to maintain that weight for a period of time and make sure that my body systems are set up in such a way that I can do that. Secondly, systems and to have a systems mindset means that you focus on your habits. So that's number two. Systems are small actions that compound over time, and therefore you develop your habits. The third thing is that systems can reduce stress because you're not always just chasing the finishing line. You are in the process of getting to the finishing line, and therefore you're taking action. Whenever you have anxiety, anxiety is a lack of action in many instances. You don't know what to do about something, but if you suddenly take some action, the next thing you know, your anxiety goes down because you've done something toward what your goal is. So you've worked on your systems. Fourth is systems give you more opportunities to succeed because when you do something and then you fail, and then you turn around and you do something else, and it gives you a chance to evolve and your systems can change. You can say, okay, that didn't work. Now let me try this. But my system is to do something and to iterate and change and move and doing things like that. And lastly is it very related to the fourth one is that systems are constantly evolving. Whereas your goal is your destination. That's where you're headed. That's out there on the horizon. But here you're working on your systems to take action every day in some small way so that you can get what you're looking to get at the long term. And that's the unique thing about systems versus goals.